Hello YouTube. This is IDK Blocks from IDK Productions, and today you are going to be learning stuff. I know you're not in school, but if you are, you probably shouldn't be. I don't know. Well, if you're in school and you're watching this, then God, I must be awesome. No, I'm just messing around. But just to let you guys know, before I start these tutorials, I am very sarcastic, and so if you're very sensitive towards that stuff, you probably should not watch my videos. Um, yeah. And yeah, well, for now, I think that's all you guys need to know. And if you want to know more, then that sucks. Do not be a stalker. That's kind of weird. Or a creeper. Yeah. I mean, it's not like you'd follow me, like, on Twitter or anything, because following, stalking, yeah. I mean, if you want to follow me on Twitter, that'd be great. But, alright, okay. Let me get into the video. So, usually when you go into Roblox Studios, you might not have this here, you might have it here, the Explorer, the properties, and the output, and the command bar, and access. Um, so, well, sometimes you might not have that. It depends on if you have it. Alright, well, let's get into it. You want to go up here where it says Home, Model, and so forth. Go to View. And so far, you don't want any of those. You want Output. Which output, it pretty much tells you if you print anything, it'll go there. And to print something, you need the command bar, which you can do like prints 5 or 6 minus 5 plus 2 or plus 1 and equals 2. So 6 minus 5 equals 1 plus 1 equals 2 and so forth. You can do that with anything like print game.workspace.baseplate, which is the game. I'll explain that later. Dot brick color, which that's that. And so it's saying that color is dark stone gray. Alright, and I'll explain that more later. Maybe not in this video, maybe in the next, we'll find out. Um, yes. And another thing you should know, I save it a lot, and I also clear the output a lot, because I don't like my objects, or my crap, getting deleted when Roblox has an error or anything. And I just don't like the output being cluttered with stuff. Alright, you also want Explorer and Properties. The Explorer, you can pretty much say it's game. Like when you script, you want to do game.workspace and game.players. And so just pretend that Explorer is game. It's not exactly what it is, but just pretend, alright? And so this holds pretty much everything in your game. Actually, it does hold everything in your game. But, there's that. You can have the display axes if you would like. That shows you your X, Y, and Z, which I like it. So you can tell right here. X is that way on the base plate, Z is this way, and Y is up and down. And so, with that said, let's get started. So, I'm going to just go home here, and I'm going to tell you guys something that I couldn't figure out when I first started scripting, or Roblox Studios. I couldn't move the base plate. And after a little while, I figured it's like, why can I not do this? And then I figured it out. It was locked. So, to unlock it, what you want to do is you can either go to Model up here, click on the Lock tool, and then click on Lock tool again. Or Alt-L. I didn't see that before. And then you click on it until it shows the open lock and with the arrow facing down. And then you can click over here to select, and then look, you can move it around. And so that's a lot better than having it locked. But that's completely up to you. In some circumstances, you want them locked. So either you can do it like that and see how it's locked again. Well, see how it's locked again. You can go into the base plate in the Explorer in the workspace. Go into the base plate and find the locked one and uncheck it, which is pretty much false. So lock equals false, or locked equals true, and you can't move it at all. But if lock equals false, then you can move it. Woot woot. Alright, well, there's that. And before we start with anything else, I want to make my base plate a little bit smaller. So I'm going to make it 50 by 1 by 50, which that's the length is 50, the width is 50, and the height is 1. And yeah, there's that. The next thing I'm going to show you is the surfaces, which is glue, smooth, then smooth, no outlines, stuff, okay, so forth. Right now, this has studs on the top, which I know that because that's what they are. It even says it right here. It'll say studs on the top surface, which is right there. But we're not going to get into that. Um, you can go into surfaces and click on smooth. That's what I like doing. But you notice the bottoms aren't the studs. They're the inlets. And so I'm going to make that smooth too. I prefer working on a smooth surface, which other people say they like working on studs so they can see how far away and stuff. But I like it this way. You can have it whichever way you'd like. Now, we're going to talk about the color, which you can get the color from up here and change it from there to that to white to pink to uh, light blue to really red to, okay, you get the point. And then you can just go into the property of the base plate and change it this way. It really does not matter what way you change it whatsoever. Alright, now what we need to do is we can go into material. Which material, it helps with many different things. See, this is grass. Does it look like grass? No. That's because it wasn't green. Does it look like grass now? Well, maybe not as much as it should, but hey, it's a game. Roblox tries their best, and I say the best is pretty dang good. Alright, well there's grass. You can go change it into here as well. It's plastic or sand, yep. Sand, and you can change the color up here to a beachy color. And there you go. You can change them on either one. You can even change them in model. But yeah, alright. Well, there's this. So we got the material. I'm gonna go back to plastic. And I'm gonna change it back to that. Alright, with the reflectancy, which is, or the reflectance, you can only change that here. And it varies from 1, or from 0 to 1, which you can go like 0.001 and 0.1, 0.2, and so forth. I'm going to do 0.5 to show you guys. See, you can still see the color of it a little bit, and it reflects the moon, which is right there, and it reflects the sun, which is right up there. Always, ugh. But yeah, there's that, and see. And then, yeah. You guys can mess around with that a little bit if you want and see how you like it. Transparency, that also varies from 0 to 1, doing 0.005 or 0.01, 0.01, 0.1, 0.02, and all that crap. You can do like 0.02. And you can't really tell much, but there is a difference, 0.5. Oh, look, you can see through it. That is what transparency is. It's how well you can see through the part and stuff, and whatever, yeah. 0.0408. See, you don't think you can see through it really, but you can. Just a puny little bit. And, of course, 1 is completely invisible. You can't see it. It's not there. But it actually is there. Alright, now, after this, sorry, I'm a bit anxious because I've recorded this video like 5 times, and I realized that my hotkey to start the video and stop the video was the number 0. And so whenever I went to change the size, you see how there's a 50 and a 50? I'd kept starting and stopping the video right there. So, a bit anxious to finish this video. Alright, well, now we want to get down to the anchored. Anchored, pretty much what it says it is. If a ship is anchored, it cannot move, correct? But if it's not anchored, then it will just float out to sea. And I'll show you what I mean. But first, let's go into a model. The model tab up here, and go find the spawn. And you can read that there. Click here to add a spawn point into your game. And that's pretty much where, oh, yes, sorry, I will explain that in a minute. It will put the block, or the spawn in the workspace, the material you have selected, and the color you have selected. So I'm going to make it like blue. And the material is going to be like foil. Nah, I think that looks pretty cool too. And definitely you want it anchored, and you will see why in a second. There. You could click play. If it's anchored, then look, nothing happens. Woot woot, I am walking on a brick. I am walking on a brick. Alright, I'm just kidding. But there's that. If you want to go down here and you make the anchored unchecked, then you click play, and then the base plate falls because it wasn't anchored. And you walk here and oh no, you fall. And alright. When a part gets to, I'm gonna go over here. When a part gets to a certain position in the workspace, it will delete itself. Because that's how Roblox has it. And so that's why players, when they fall out of the map, like in obstacle courses or minigames or stuff like that, they fall, and their character gets pretty much erased from the workspace, which kills them, and spawns them, which is the died function and stuff like that. So yeah. Um, so let's go to. We definitely want that anchored. Alright, archivable. Alright, well, what that, you always, I'm not 100% sure what that is for, but all I know is it pretty much deletes whatever part it is, so you definitely want that checked. There's not really much to explain about it. Yeah. Can collide. This is a nice one. You usually see this in, like, doors and stuff, and trap doors and stuff like that. Can collide. We'll make it true, and see if you guys can tell a difference, which you will be able to, but let's find out. Alright, you see you're walking over here, you're jumping off the edge. Okay, that jumping off the edge was just a throw off to see if it'd throw you off. Alright, if we make can collide equal false, then let's go over to that corner again. Haha, just kidding, you fell right through the brick. So, and the cool part about that is, bricks can even fall through the brick. You see I'm creating a brick right there? Wherever I'm looking. Alright, here. See that part? I don't know if you see it, but it's like right there. I can't really move my head more. But yeah, it keeps making them, and see they fall through it. And so, yeah. Let's make that can collide true. And locked, I've explained that a little bit. Alright. Now, I'm sorry, this is the end. Boo, I know, I'm just kidding, it's not the end. Let's get into the base plate. So, what you want to do is, I'm going to check that. Alright, still going. Alright, so what you want to do is you want to click on the base plate. If it's not locked, then click on it in the game. But if it is locked, just click on it in the Explorer. It doesn't matter where it's clicked on. So you can either right click up here, or right click here. Just do not right click on something else or it won't work on the one you want. So insert a script into the base plate, and get rid of the print hello world, which having a print in a script and then going over here pressing play or pressing run will make the whatever was inside the parentheses print out to the output. And so yeah, alright, there's I'm gonna show you guys two ways to do this, to do what we're doing, and you'll see what we're doing in a second. So the first way you can do is game.workspace, which just pretend that Explorer is game. You always want game there. Well, not always. It depends on the certain one you're doing. Alright, so game.workspace, which is the workspace. So you can do like game.players instead. Look, I will show you game.players, which will go there, and then game.lighting will go there, and so on. You can test around with that if you want. You can do game.workspace. Sorry about this. Workspace. And remember, it is cap sensitive, so it has to be what it is. So workspace is capitalized, the W is capitalized, so put it that. And the game is never cap. Which game? I believe I have there. Yeah, I believe I've actually seen some cap and it does work, but just don't make it cap. Okay, and now, sorry. Now, what you want to do is find what you were looking for, which is the script base plate. So you want to do dot base plate. Remember, the cap, it has to be the same as the one or it will not work. Alright, so what you want to do now is go to the property you want to change. Let's say we want to change brick color. So game.workspace.baseplate.brick color, again with the cap on the B and the C. You're going to do equals brick color, which is pretty much getting all of these brick colors right here, dot new, new, and open close parentheses. And if we do that, what do you think will happen? Nothing? Or what? It turned to black. And no, not just black, really black. And it's kind of weird, right? Because we didn't make anything there. We didn't put anything in it. So, pretty much, black is the default. Alright, and so, what you want to do is you go add two of them, two of those, and then um, go into here and choose the color you want to change it into. Like say we want to change it into reddish brown, or let's just make it easy and make it brown. So what we'd go up here, what we do is go up here and type in BROWN, again with the capital B, because it says capital B, and then change the brick color back to what it was. Alright, you see how it's that? And then you can click play, and oh look, it turned it to brown, or oh look, it turned it to brown. And that'll even work on run, or play. So like when you're walking around in your little self, it's brown, and yeah, it works. Pretty cool, right? Alright, see, I'm a mad scientist, mohaha. Alright, you can either do it that way, or instead of doing that, you can do game, or sorry, not game, you can do script, which script is the script dot parent, which capital parent, capital P, so which is the base plate, dot, what did we want? Oh yes, that's right, we wanted brick color, which the brick color is there, and you want to do pretty much the exact same thing. Brick color dot new, oops, sorry, not that, equals brick color dot new. Alright, see where I got mixed up right there. But yeah, there's that. And so you add those back, and then you put in the color you want. And say we don't want it brown. Let's say we want it really blue, or really blue. And then see how the R is capitalized. So you want REALLY, and the blue isn't capitalized. So put space blue. Alright, script.parent.brick color equals the brick colors, which is getting all those, dot new, and really blue. And so let's get rid of the really blue and let's make it white. So you click on play, and look what happens. It's really blue. Awesome, right? And let's make it dark stone gray, like what it usually is. Alright, you can do that either of those two ways. Doesn't really matter. You can even do it with script.parent.transparency equals 0.5. Alright, which if you can guess, that will make the transparency 0.5. And see, you can see it right there. Well, you guys can mess around with that if you want, but it can also be game.workspace.baseplate.brick color equals brick color dot new. Let's make it a new yeller. I believe that's what it is. Let me look. New yeller. Oh, capital yeller. Alright, there. Alright. See how it's white right now? Alright, click play. And it's new yeller. And what it did was it made it really blue, then brown, made the transparency 0.5, and then it made it new yeller. And so that's pretty cool. No, you didn't see it. Here, I'll make it where you can see it. So this is right here is where you would add a weight. Weight 2. And then go down to this one, weight 2. And then weight 2 more. Oh, not 3, 2. Alright, so if we're correct that it will go really blue, then it will go brown, then it will... Oh wait, I did that. Huh. We're not doing that part. We're doing game.workspace.baseplate.transparency equals 0.1. Okay. Alright, we can do that. And you will see it right here. So it should go to really blue, then it should go to brown, then the transparency should go to 0.5, then it should go to 0.1. Let's test it. Play. Alright, so it's blue right now, right? Now it's brown. Now the transparency is 0.5. Now it's 0.1. Really cool, right? And so, yeah. I believe you guys have just finished your first lesson in scripting on my channel. Yes. Alright, well, if you guys want to learn anything different, anything new that I did not explain in this video, let me know, please, in the comments. Even send me a message on Twitter, Facebook, Roblox, I don't care. I'll be putting a link to them below. But follow me on Twitter, like my video, subscribe, please. One more thing. Recently, I am making a game, and it's unlike anything Roblox has seen before. Dun 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 dun. But, it's gonna take a long time to actually even make it playable. And so, if you join my group on Roblox, then you will get free VIP to the game. If you want to help me out with it, like if you can script or build, please let me know. And you will be paid, and it will be a lot of work. I'm just letting you know that now. So, there's that. And, yes. I hope you guys are having a great evening. Or, yeah, afternoon, whatever you want to call it. Yes. So, I believe that is it. Yeah, if you guys want to know anything else, just experiment around with this. You don't need to wait to or anything. But yeah, I don't believe I've said it in this video, but like I've said, I've made these videos multiple times, so I'm not really sure what I've said all in these videos. So if I repeat anything, I apologize in advance. I should be editing that out later. But if I miss it, then I'm sorry. But yeah, experiment around with these guys. Get yourself being better. And this game that I'm scripting on will be uncopy locked, so you'll be able to pretty much use it and take it and use it for yourself. All right. I hope you guys have a great day, and yeah, bye.